Hey Aries, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be your love reading for February. This is a bonus reading. I already did February love readings, but I wanted to do an additional one for the signs. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. However this resonates, if you're cross-watching, if you find this at another time and it resonates, you could take it at that time as well. I just had 3 cards come up. I was going to spread them out, but these ones came up and I feel like they were meant to for a reason. So I've got the Lovers, the 8 of Cups reversed, and the 3 of Wands. And so this is Gemini energy. This is 8 of Cups reversed to me as someone returning, okay? It could be someone that you've been waiting on with the 3 of Wands. Maybe they've been waiting on the right time to return. I feel like this is a returning lover, okay? So this is your love reading. It could be like they had a decision. They now regret the decision they have and they want to come back to you. And I feel like they, through this situation, almost like broke their heart. They broke your heart. They caused a lot of heartache. This could have been someone that, you know, was like, you guys both felt like you were soulmates. For whatever reason, their soul felt the need to make a decision away from you, but I feel like they regret it now. So we have 3 of Swords and 3 of Wands. This could have been a third-party situation, but I definitely feel like this is like a soulmate situation with the Lovers and the 8 of Cups reversed, and that if you feel like you were the only one heartbroken out of this situation, you weren't wrong. You are wrong, because this person definitely felt the pain of losing you. Even if it was their decision, they just weren't seeing clearly at the time. They didn't have the information that they now have, okay? So, wow, Aries, that's starting off pretty intense here. I'm going to go into messages of love from All Things Intuitive. What other energies are around your love situation, Aries, for February? Boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now, okay? So this could be that you've put up your boundaries since this person walked away. It could be that now it's going to be really hard for this person to penetrate those boundaries because you're like, you know, you got hurt by this situation. So it makes sense, okay? There could have also been a boundaries issue in this dynamic as to why it wasn't working out before. Maybe someone didn't have good boundaries. Maybe someone had their boundaries up too much. So that's for you to kind of figure out. And now I feel like you're going to have a decision whether you want to let your boundaries down. So just because someone is returning, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to take them back. It's now the ball will be in your court, okay? Because this person realizes you've put your boundaries up and you deserve to be able to honor those boundaries if you want to, okay? Obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Look at this. We've got boundaries. So I'm also hearing the word like barricades, right? So there's definitely something standing between you and this person getting together. It could also be that now you don't trust them. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the next card I pulled, but a vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person, but I don't feel like you feel you can. So another thing that's coming up in a lot of readings that I've been doing today is sort of being open to having a new perspective on an old situation. Yes, it's important to have your boundaries up with someone who's hurt you, but if it's something from the past and you realize you're just carrying it with you into the future and it doesn't need to be there, you can view someone through a different lens and, you know, maybe be open. I'm not saying give a second chance, but be open to that people do change. Obviously, they have to show you that they've changed. They have to be consistent. But if someone is being consistent and they do want another chance with you, it's important to be open to the fact that, like, people don't change that frequently, but to see things from a new lens, because things do shift all the time. Look at this, forgiveness, okay? That's what I'm saying. So forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. So are you holding on to something from the past, like a grudge or, you know, a way someone was at a bad time in their life? Maybe this is a lesson for you to be more accepting and open and know that nobody's perfect, okay? And you do still get a decision. No one's forcing you to make a decision, but what lessons are there for you here? Maybe about forgiveness, about boundaries, whatever that's resonating, that's coming up for you here, okay, Aries? A lot of very significant themes going on. for you guys. So I'm going to use from my love games here. We've got taking risks. And I feel like that's what this situation would require. It would require you to take a risk to, you know, maybe become more vulnerable, maybe risk getting hurt again. But if you really love this person, maybe that's a risk you want to take, or maybe that's not a risk you want to take. This is all up to what you truly want out of this situation. If you feel like you would rather have boundaries and preserve yourself, then that's fine too. If you feel like you want to take a risk because you want love and maybe you do believe in this connection, then that's good too. It's whatever your soul is being called to do. Appreciation. I also feel like it will be important for you to focus on the things that you like, that you're grateful for, rather than the things that are coming up short here. So focusing on the positive and joyful, happy things is really important for you, okay? Creative solutions and social media. This is very interesting because I just feel like this is totally almost a random energy I'm getting, that you guys might have something you're doing on social media that's like your creative outlet, that it could even be that this person sees that and they appreciate like the work you've done. But I also feel like you guys might have this whole other thing going on in your life where you're really, you know, prospering in your own creative stuff. But I feel this person is seeing that as well. They're appreciating the work you've done, the things you're doing with your life. And they also might feel like you've let them go. They might feel like you've really prospered in your own life. You don't need them. I definitely feel the feelings, like they're more in their feelings, this person, than you are about this situation, okay? So I'm going to pull from my Moody Moon messages feminine, and I'm going to pull your energy and their energy, all right, Aries? We've got your energy, evolving, growing, changing, and becoming. Yeah, so I feel like you guys have been evolving, changing, and growing. And let's see their energy. Secretive, not sharing how I feel. This is another kind of boundaries energy. So I feel like you don't really know what's going on with this person. You may be thinking, oh, they don't care, or oh, they're doing fine. But I feel like you don't really know. There's this thing of vulnerability and boundaries. And I feel like if they were often also making you feel like they wouldn't let you in, it could have also been a mirroring effect of you were doing the same thing to them. So be careful of the energy you're coming from, you know, be aware of where you were, because if you're being secretive, you're going to project that, and that person's going to be secretive as well. But this could even also be that you're growing out of this need to be secretive, or you're growing more boundaries. There's just like such a strong boundaries message here. And then we have solitude. I just want to be left alone. So I feel like this is part of your like protection of like saying, I don't need you, you know, you hurt me. I'm just kind of like wanting to be left alone at this point. And then I guess you need to ask yourself, do you really want to be left alone? If you do, that's totally fine. Or is this a defense mechanism? Okay, because that if you don't really truly want to be left alone and then you are left alone, you can end up being just as upset. So what does this person want to say? I want you back. Well, that's clear from this reading. I want you back. I feel your unconditional love and send it to you in return. But the thing too is like they want you back. So what do you want, Aries? Because that's what this boils down to, okay? It's obviously you need to honor what you want in this connection. I feel your unconditional love and I send it to you in return. So despite any boundaries or harshness or lack of vulnerability you seem to exhibit on the 3D, they still feel that you care about them. So there's still this unspoken connection. I have learned about our connection and what it means to be your divine counterpart. Yeah, like there's definitely an unspoken connection here. So regardless of what you're putting out there, if you do care about this person, they're going to know anyway. It's like you could run, but you can't hide. So also realize that this is beyond physical. This is a spiritual connection. So that's also what, if you want to spiritually cut them off, that's also another thing you could do. But I feel like you have a decision here, Aries, and it's up to you what you really want in this situation. All right? All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.